sports events, but only 5 of them has been as volunteers. A flourishing steel business in Nagpur means there are enough resources to fulfill their dreams.
I apply to volunteer in almost all the games. But still, if I am not getting volunteers, I go to the game. And I am never unhappy that I have been not selected. Because I love to watch the games also.
As a businessman who deals in steel, Mr. Om Prakash specializes in buying sick units and turning them into profit-making ventures. And now, with the experience of volunteering at 5 mega sporting events all around the world, maybe it's time now for some of our 6 sporting federations to take a closer look at him. In Johannesburg with Jaideep Bhandarkar, Nikhil Nas for NDTV.
We've all heard about wearing our heart on our sleeve, and this is a great way to do it. Getting your face painted with the flag of the country you're supporting this World Cup.
South Africa, Brazil, and obviously whichever team is playing that certain day, then that's the most popular one. But it's mostly Brazil and South Africa.
Stalls like these very common outside stadiums as well as inside shopping malls like this one. And while some choose to stick to the traditional face painting, there are those who are being a little more adventurous with hair tattooing.
As a dad, how do you allow these youngsters to get this done?
It's all in the World Cup spirit. Besides that, I mean, it gets me off buying other expensive stuff, you know. So it works for them, they're happy, I'm happy, you understand?
With very cold weather here in Johannesburg, my lips are chapped and my skin is dry. So face painting was completely ruled out. But I've enjoyed some great South African hospitality here, so then it was payback time for me. And hence, I decided to sacrifice my nice black shiny hair to the Bafana colors. In Johannesburg, with my head bowed down and contemplating what the hell have I just done, with Jaideep Bhandarkar, Nikhil Nas for NDTV.
Betting houses all over South Africa have never looked like this before. The new makeover, a result of the football fever that has gripped the entire nation. Even though horse racing has always been the sport of choice for these punters, they've been quick to lose their blinkers and gallop towards the beautiful game.
From the 5th or 6th of June, we could see the increase, and from the kickoff on the 11th, it's been outstanding.
The odds too have changed dramatically ever since the World Cup began. Good form has seen Argentina emerge as favourites with a 4-to-1 odds on winning the World Cup, which means if you bet 100 rupees and Argentina win the World Cup, then you are richer by 400 rupees. Brazil are joint favourites with the same odds. But a loss in their first match has resulted in pre-tournament favourite Spain falling down to the number 3 spot with odds of 4.25 on winning the World Cup.
50 in Brazil, please.
You got 50 Brazil to win the World Cup.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, the atmosphere inside is such that I've too decided to part with some of my hard-earned money. And even though my favorite teams are Spain and Holland, but as they say, when money is concerned, you need to think from here rather than here. In Johannesburg with Jaideep Bhandarkar, Nikhil Nas for NDTV.
Brazil may have exited from this year's Football World Cup, but the samba magic is still on display. Courtesy this Brazilian film festival that is showcasing 11 of the best football films from Brazil.
Yesterday we watched Xinga, and they were crazy when the people from Brazil make a very good play in football, in a sense of football. And they were crazy, you know, they started to yelling or, you know, to move themselves and, you know, to react immediately. And today as well, the same happened. In my country, in the movie, everyone is so quiet, you know, and here is everyone, you know, exciting.
But it's not just about fun and games. The film festival is an effort to inspire the underprivileged youth of South Africa by showing them inspirational stories of some legendary Brazilian footballers like Robinho and Garrincha, who made it big at the international stage despite their humble beginnings.
Football fiction may not be at par with live football, but while I was enjoying this film on Brazilian football, Brazil were actually playing their quarter-final. Yet there were a handful of people enjoying the film with me. Clearly something for Bollywood to think about. In Johannesburg with Jaideep Bhandarkar, Nikhil Nas for NDTV.